Hello! So welcome to this evening. I'm making bread and butter pudding because I just had the sandwich I was talking about. I was so in the mood for the sandwich with the cabbage, and I had some chicken and then a dill and mustard dressing kind of thing. So I'm in the mood for dessert. Let's do this. Warm and comforting, bread and butter pudding is the perfect dessert for a cold winter's day. It was traditionally made with dry leftover bread, but this luxury version uses fresh bread. You could also try using fruit bread. Fruit bread? I have to look for that when I'm in Ireland. On St. Patrick's Day. So, preheat the oven to 175 Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. Use a lid of the butter cookies, an 8 times 10-inch baking dish, and the remainder to butter the slices of bread. So, I've got this. This looks like the picture. So, I don't think it's 8 times 10 inches, but let's get my hands. It's quickest right now. And then with the rest I needed to okay, that's done. Let's wash up for a moment. Because butter hands isn't a nice feeling. A friend of mine told me that butter is good for the skin. So, good thing to use these every once in a while while breading dishes. Okay, so I needed 6 slices thick white bread. Well, I have this, it's not really thick, but in the picture, look, they're really thin sliced. Cut the bread diagonally into quarters and arrange half of them overlapping in the prepared baking dish. Well, let's butter some bread. Ooh, slipped. With the slices of bread. So I needed 6 tablespoons, so that's a lot of butter. And I measured it out, so it's not really that soft. Oh well. Like this. I don't know if that. Anyway, that's. And the thing is, I need 6 slices of bread. Well, I got 7, so I think I'm going to fit them all in. What's next? Scatter half of the dried fruit and candy peel over the bread. Do they use? I think they cut off the crust too, but the recipe doesn't say cut them like this and then cut off the crusts. So how bad would it be if I left on the crusts advice. Any advice? Does it really matter? Or is it just a preference? Like, oh, because I think with the potato and oat bread, I was telling my boyfriend that I don't understand people don't eat their crust because, well, these ones aren't really that great, but maybe when they're in the oven with this recipe, they might be okay. But with the fresh bread out of the oven, that would be sometimes the idea of only getting the crust. That would be, I think I would like that. 2 more. I'm spending so much time buttering bread. Well, thank God I already ran today. Not that amazing. There was a lot of wind. But anyway, almost 6.5 Ks. Walking, running. I did it, you know. Doesn't matter how. I went from point A to point B, which was 6.5 K. Well, 6 and 4.549 or something. Anyway, I'm going. I don't like the waste the crust. Or what would you do with the crust if you cut them off? So, but I think I'm just going to let them in, just because I don't know what to do. Let me get a. Let that go all right. Yeah, I think something. So, cutting them up and then overlapping them. I think I'm doing like this. Oh. This is pretty still bread. That's not that nice, but maybe because it said dry leftover bread traditionally, so I'm more traditionally than I thought I would be. Bread pudding. Who would have thought bread pudding? Make a dessert out of bread. And maybe later I'm like, oh yeah, I should have left the crust, cut off the crust. I don't know how to do this. Do I just stuff it all in? Because now I have 2 leftover slices of bread. Let me see. This one like this. Oh well, I think the last one isn't going in. I think this is more than enough. Maybe I'll just eat it as the human bin that I am. Compost bin. I can eat. I can always eat. So let's put this on the side. Oh wait. Scatter the mixed peel. Half of the dried fruit and get over the bread. So I'm going to do that by feeling, not measuring out. Looks like I have way more dried fruit than the picture. Wait. Scatter half of the dry fruit and candy peel over the bread. Cover with the remaining bread slices. Oh yeah, I have. I didn't read right. My mistake. So I've got 14 slices. Or 7. 1, 2, 3. No. Yeah. Two, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's give this piece a little bit of fruit and then cover with the rest of the bread. And then I can use the last piece. And then the rest of and I don't know why, but this is I think one of the recipes from the book I really wanted to make sooner. I'm so curious about how this is going to turn out, if I'm liking it, because I don't think bread pudding is something we have. I don't think we have something similar in the Netherlands. And now I think I can put it to the side. Yeah. Put this to the side and then whisk the eggs. So they say I need 3 large eggs, but I only got, I think, normal sized eggs. So I think I need 4 because of that. Just there. 2, 3. Very daring today, just by doing it immediately in the bowl. Everything went perfect. No bad egg. No. What's the word? Peel. Whisk it. Then mix in the milk. Milk. This much. Cream. And the thing is, I have a confession to make. I didn't have enough cream, so there's a little bit less than the recipe says. Cream with granulated sugar. So pour the mixture over the bread and let stand for 15 minutes. So let's see if I can do this without messing things up, making everything dirty. Nope. And I figure that this is some kind of custard thingy with the egg and the milk, and I don't know. Let's push this down a bit. Okay, I'm going to, well, let this soak for 15 minutes because that's what the recipe says. And I have to do sometimes what the recipe says. And then tuck the dried fruit and the kidney peel under the bread slices so they don't burn. Okay. Grate a little nutmeg over the top of the bread according to taste and sprinkle over the demurra sugar. Well, okay, let's wait 15 minutes first and then come back for a couple to do those kind of things. And then we'll do another waiting for 30 to 40 minutes. Remove from the oven and serve warm. So that's what's going to happen. So time has passed, and then what did I say? Nutmeg over the top. It looks like a bit. Anyway, nutmeg is such a weird idea in this recipe. And then, well, I needed 1 tablespoon of demurra sugar, so I think I've got something that looks like it, but it's a lot. But let's. I wanted to do it with a spoon, but then this is easier. Done. Sticky sugar. Now it's on the top of a preheated oven, so the oven is preheated by now. 30 to 40 minutes. So let's do 30 minutes first. And I need to. The thing is upside down. So. 30 minutes first, so because we don't want it to burn. Oh, that's so nice and warm. 30 minutes. I'm going to give it 30 minutes. Cool, a bit of a cooling time with the hot sugar on top. Keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn, and then we'll have a taste test. I'm excited for this. I don't know what to think of it. So far, the nutmeg is a bit weird in the sweet dessert thing, but we'll see, Okay, 30 minutes, first check. How does this look? So I think that looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to maybe take a. I think I'm going to do the 30 minutes. Let it cool down for just a couple, and then we'll taste. So. Okay, I cut myself a pretty big piece. So let's take a bit of the gooey bottom part that's still bit of fruit. Probably gonna be hot. No. Gives a bit French toast vibes, but I like this. Such a good idea to with leftover bread. Because to be honest, the French toast kind of thing is not really my thing. I'm not sure why I think this is better. Because I feel like it's practically the same. Crunchy top. I don't mind having the crust in here. Well, I'm not going to eat this whole piece on camera. I'm going to eat it off camera. Yeah, it's doughy or something. I don't know how to describe this. It's like real soft, eggy maybe, like fluffy egg. And then mixed fruit, the peeled fruit, like citrus hint every now and then. Doing this was a bad idea. All the carbs with the potatoes and the bread. But it's so good. Maybe it benefits me with all the running. Anyway. Oh, this is good. Now I have to have so much discipline not to eat the whole thing. Anyway. Thanks for watching. Good recipe again. Oh, I'm a sucker for street stuff. Hopefully see you next one.